Hungary is under pressure yet again. Having agreed after a lot of arm twisting to support a €50 billion handout to Ukraine, Hungary is again in the doghouse. This time it's because of failure to ratify Sweden's induction into NATO. Sweden and Finland, you'll recall, had applied to join NATO in May 2022. According to NATO's charter, every member state must agree to the induction of any new member. Finland got in last April, but Sweden was made to wait. NATO member states had all ratified Sweden's entry except for Turkey and Hungary. Turkey's issue was Sweden's alleged hospitality towards those Ankara deems terrorists. Hungary's issue, according to Prime Minister Viktor Orbán, was Sweden's, quote, spreading blatant lies about the rule of law and democracy in Hungary. Eventually, Turkey relented once the US approved the sale of new F-16 fighter jets to Ankara. So that left only Hungary. It received no sweeteners. Sweden went on criticizing Hungary, indeed joining a lawsuit alleging that Hungary's child protection law was anti-LGBTQ+. To break the impasse, Orbán invited Sweden's Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson to visit Budapest so that the two leaders could sort things out. Kristersson refused, saying he would visit Budapest only after Hungary had ratified. The time had therefore come to apply some serious muscle. The other day, Hungarian opposition parties convened a parliamentary session in order to ratify Sweden's NATO membership. Fidesz, Hungary's ruling party, boycotted the session. In attendance were diplomats from several NATO countries, including David Pressman, US ambassador to Hungary. Pressman warned, quote, an alliance is only as strong as the commitments that we make to each other. Keeping your word is important in any relationship. US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan didn't mince words. Ratifying Sweden's NATO entry is a matter of Hungary's credibility. Chairman of the US Senate Foreign Relations Committee Ben Cardin threatened Hungary with sanctions. Given the level of corruption in Hungary, he declared, it is perhaps appropriate to initiate sanctions under the Global Magnitsky Act. Of course, the key question always remains unasked. Does Sweden's induction into NATO contribute to global peace? According to Article 10 of the North Atlantic Treaty, NATO member states may invite in new members, but only as long as this will, quote, contribute to the security of the North Atlantic area. It's hard to see how Sweden's membership will do that. Sweden's military and political leaders today openly talk of impending war. According to Sweden's Commander-in-Chief Michael Biden, Swedes need to prepare mentally for war. Norway's defense minister says war with Russia is coming. Why? Because in response to Sweden and Finland's NATO accession, Russia may change the deployment of its forces. Thus NATO's bizarre and dangerous logic. Expansion triggers an inevitable response, which in turn serves to justify further NATO expansion.